Hello, welcome to Books with Vicky. I am a recent graduate of English and a long-time reader. And the first novel that I want to review on this channel is The Parisian. I read it in 2022 and I really enjoyed it, and I want to talk about some of my thoughts regarding the novel. And it also feels very poignant, I guess, to be talking about this novel right now. So let's get into it. So the novel, based on what I know about it and what I read, for me, is not only a novel about wartime, but it's also a novel about mental illness and agency being taken away from the main character. The main character falls in love with a girl when he goes to Paris at the time where Palestine is at a very kind of on edge moment in history, and he has to return back home. And because he falls in love with a Parisian, and within his culture he's expected to marry one of his relatives, once he tells his parents that he plans to marry this Parisian girl, they basically tell him that there's no chance that he can actually be with her. And in the beginning of the novel, before he even falls in love with the Parisian girl, it's quite clear that he has mental illness. Like, he has a mental illness. He struggles with mental health. He struggles to kind of figure out his own place in the world, which it doesn't necessarily mean somebody has a mental illness, but a lot of what his struggles in terms of how he views himself in the world is based in, I guess, a false reality that his brain brings up whenever he's thinking about things. And this mental illness that he has is accelerated when he later finds out, long after he's been married, long after he's had children, that he wrote to the girl that he was in love with, the Parisian girl. And she responded, but his parents hid the letter so that he could not go back to her and basically marry her and pretty much turn the family upside down, because they were going to be relying on him for everything. And if he left, they wouldn't really have anything to hold on to. And so for me, The Parisian, I don't really enjoy war novels, but for me, The Parisian is really about somebody overcoming mental trauma and overcoming things that have hurt them. And in the end of the novel, just based on what I remember about the ending, he holds hands with his little girl and they walk away just hoping that things get better for the future. And it is a very character-driven novel, but it also discusses Paris and Palestine and the wars happening during that time, and family and heritage, and being very rooted to the geography of a particular location. I don't have the book with me right now in my hands, but I wanted to talk about what I know of the book from memory. For me, it was definitely a novel about overcoming mental trauma and overcoming your own personal demons. Let me know what you thought about the novel in the comments below, and of course let me know if I missed out on anything as well. Thank you very much for listening with Books with Vicky. Bye.